Hello, everybody. Oh, not late, Zap. Late. That was late again. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. I'm late again. It's just, just, I don't know. I try, but, um, okay. Let's me check everything. How's everybody doing? You guys all ready for Easter? Um, we are going to read Alexandra's. I've had this ready to read. Oh, I spelled that. Did I spell that wrong in the thing? No, I didn't. Okay. Um, so the new phone, like all the new phone calls, he talks about her a lot. So I figured let's pull out hers and read hers just individually. So what I did is I pulled them out. So it's just gonna be Wade and Alexander talking. It'll be from July 2nd to hold on a second. Let me make sure I have everything. Did I do? Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna be from so it won't be the complete talk with them because remember I had read hers when he like I think it was the end of July, August, remember? And we didn't know who she just popped in there because we didn't get to see like when she initially met him. So it's like, who's this Alexandra? Because at the time when we were reading them like late July, maybe early August, we were confused because I don't know if you remember, but this is the first batch I got, and we were confused because we're like, she has like almost seemed like a Jessie, like she was very involved, and we didn't get to see how they met or anything. It's like, how did she all of a sudden become like really involved with Wade and what he's doing and stuff? So now we got the beginning of when they meet. So it's going to be from July 2nd, I think, to July 12th. I have, so it'll be their conversation between those days. And then, like I said, if you want the rest of it, it'll be on the first batch that I did, which I think what I'm going to do since I'm numbering these all, and those are probably numbered like separately because I started with those. I'm probably going to renumber them like after. So I'll probably like renumber them like part 20 or whatever the parts are so you guys could make sense of how they go. But if you go back for like, I would say 3-4 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, you'll be able to see the more recent messages before he gets transferred. Oh, hold on. Why is that freezing? Gosh darn it. My thing's freaking freezing. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, I got a pimple or something right there. I got to point it out. You guys probably wouldn't even notice, but I got to point it out. And I was like, should I cover it up with something? But then it's like, no, if I cover it up, it's going to make it like take longer to heal. So it's like, yeah, I could cover it up and you won't be able to see it. But then it might like keep it from healing for like a couple days. So screw it. Yeah, I got something there and it looks ugly, but it is what it is and it'll go away next week or something. I know no one would have noticed. I know, but I could see it. So I know. Why do I even point it out? I don't know. I'm weird like that. I know nobody probably. I don't get them that much, but you get that random one somewhere where it's like so noticeable. I don't know what it, yeah, it's just something that I've been putting like tea tree oil on it. I don't know. Okay, so it actually seemed to help though, the tea tree oil. Cuff you. Wait, are you serious when you say it's huge? Are you joking? Because to me it does look huge. Gray hair, what? Yeah, I have some gray hairs. I'm proud of it though. I don't like gray hair doesn't bother me. I like how I have like some grays. Is that what you're talking about? I don't know. That to me is not, and I don't know what, like gray hair. I don't know what are you talking about. Anyway, that is not It's the pimple that bothers me or whatever the heck it is. Thing growing on my face. Okay. So, let me take a sip of this. And then Easter's coming up and it's like is that are you guys anybody like this? So like my niece, Gia, she'll be there. Why my mom laughs at me because I'll be like, if I have a pimple or something, I'll be like, Geo, because I feel like little kids notice, they don't notice things where they notice them where they're going to judge you necessarily. But I feel like they notice things because they have like good eyes. And I don't know why. I'm always like thinking, like, she probably thinks I'm gross or something. Because the one time, remember when I burnt my thing and it was like a big burn? I was like, she's gonna think it's gross and wonder what it is. So I always have to point it out to her too. But my mom's like, she don't care. Like she's probably gonna think it's gross. My mom's like, she don't even think about that. But it's funny because I always point it out. Like I said to her, I'll be like, Gia, this is this, whatever it is. I'll be like, this is what this is. Like, so don't worry. And she's just like, huh? Like you could tell she is kind of like, wait, what? What? Like, why are you? I'm silly. Yeah, I know. I feel like she might not say anything, but she'll see it and then think about it and then be like, wonder, like, oh, she has something on her face, and then like might, I don't know, form an opinion in a way, not even trying to judge you, but so I just always tell her what it is. Anyway, yeah, yeah, that's that part right there. I'm thinking, like, are kids like that? Do you think or not? My mom's like, she don't even pay attention. I'm like, but if she does, I don't want her to think I'm gross, so I want to tell her what it is. I didn't get that. Tracy, are you here? I want to get that hair stuff that you sent me about. I should because it probably does need it. Anyway, all right. Let's do this, guys. It's funny. I'll see. Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit of both. Like a part of me is like they're so innocent, they're so non-judgmental, they don't care. But then there's that part where they do in a way. It's weird. It's like I feel like I have like total opposite feelings about what kids think, and I don't know. I feel like it maybe is because a mix of both. Because in one aspect, I'm like, nope, she won't notice. She's just having fun. Won't even notice. Another one, I'm like, she's gonna be thinking about that. What is that? Wondering like, why does she have that on her face? I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. I will, Elsie. I don't think she'll say anything because when I had that big, remember I used that stuff on my face. If you guys have been here for, I think that was like probably 5 or 6 months ago. And then I was out in the sun and I had a burn and a burn. I had a couple of burns. Well, I had seen her when I had those. And she never said anything, but then I told her, but she didn't say anything at first. So I don't think she will say anything. And she didn't seem to react or anything, but I'm like, oh, thinking like, oh my God, is she thinking that? So like I tell her, but I don't think she would say or even react. But I'll tell her and I'll tell you the reaction that she does when I tell her. She's like confused. Like it's more of like a confusion of why I'm telling her that almost it feels like almost like it's like, man, maybe she didn't even notice. And now she's like, huh? Now then it makes her like pay attention to it, which that's stupid. I know I'm stupid. I shouldn't even bring attention to it, but it makes me feel better though. So people, it's out there in the open. Nobody has to stare at it. Everybody knows what it is. I know what it is. And it's like I'm in on the joke or whatever. Okay. Oh, yeah. Jeez. Oh, thanks, Sarah. Thank you. Well, you know how sometimes it looks dry? Like I'm always like, it looks like hay. Sometimes it doesn't. Today it doesn't. Some days it halfway. Some days it looks like shiny and good, and sometimes it'll look like dry and like almost like hay. Like I'm like, it looks like hay straw. Well, the other day it was reminding me of that, and I said something, and Tracy, she sent me an email of or maybe it was in a comment. I don't remember, but sent me something. No, it had to be an email because I don't think you could send links. It was like a link, I think, to like this hair product that she said that she uses is really good. That's supposed to like help for like dry hair to put moisture in it. It looks pretty good. I mean, I might try it. I don't know. Anyway, all right. Let me share my screen. You know what I need to do, Sarah? Maybe you could help me with this. Help me find I gotta find something. Um, when I need to take a break when I read? Who gave me this idea? Somebody emailed me this idea, and I actually have wanted to have something where, like, I could play something or do something to, like, when I'm taking a break, to take a break from reading, like, let's say I wanna go get a snack or something, or just kinda walk around and get my legs going, that I could just play something that's not just sitting here quiet, like, I don't know if a song would be good. I do have some songs, but maybe, like, some kinda, like, video that could be, like, while you're on hold. I don't know. I gotta think of something that people would want. It might be like a hair mask. Hold on, what was it? It was something I never it seemed pretty cool, like, it seemed like something that I might wanna get. Hair treatment pack, it's called. Yeah, she sent me a screenshot of it. It's keratin, protein, no frizz hair, intense protein treatment. So you just, here, let me hold on, I'll show you guys just really quick. This is what she sent. I think I might try it. It looks kinda cool. I mean, it looks like it could be good. I mean, not cool, so cool. It just looks like it could be something good right here. What do you think? She said she has used it and said it really helped. It was really good, so I might try it. How do you put it on? Smoother frizz hair helps strengthen condition. Is it like you put on like a conditioner, I wonder? Or maybe. I don't know. I might try it though. Yeah. Oh, Randy. I don't know. I mean, I kind of keep in touch with him here and there. We kind of grew apart, I would say. I mean, I don't I mean, we have. It's honest. Like we did. We kind of grew apart and hold on, I just spilled something. And so I don't know. I mean, I will catch up with him once every couple months. I'll check in on him and sometimes he pops in chat. He's still a moderator, like when he pops in. Um, but I would say, yeah, I think he would agree. We kind of just outgrew each other, you know. But I mean, we were friends for. I mean, he's still my friend, of course, but we were like really good friends for like so many years. I mean, he moved to Colorado with me, you know. Um, but I think what it is like, we were using together, so it's like I feel like even though I mean, I don't think he's using anymore and I'm not. So it's almost like not that that was our only thing that made us friends, but it's almost like when you sober up, sometimes you outgrow that. It's almost like because it's like it reminds you of that and it's like a trigger in a way. I mean, I hate to say it, but I feel like it would be like triggering. So I don't know. Yeah, we kind of I mean, he'll always be my friend, but hopefully I worded that right because I don't mean anything bad by that at all. Um, all right, let me take this off. I still have to do the giveaway. I know. I need to still go in there and get that shoot. Don't worry. I'll do it. Like I said, I mean, the other two winners already got their cards. It's not like I'm one to like not give you your prize. I always give it to you, but I just have to go and find that night that I did it. Gotta go back through my lives, find the lives that we did it, and then go in and see the super chats and then put them in. Maybe at the end. I don't know. I know I gotta do it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm slacking on that. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, let's start here. All right, so we're Alexandra, and they've had a lot. They talked a lot. 156 pages of just from like I said for 10 days. It was July 2nd to July 12th. This is how much they talked. Okay, so here we go. Let me zoom in one more. Oh, whoa. Oh, that's why. Because it's different when I screenshot him and cut him out. Okay. Okay, so Alexandra, here's where she introduces herself to him. She says, "Hello, I'm Alexandra. I saw your story on the internet. You're like everywhere. Try to contact you from the other apps, but doesn't seem to work. Or are they working too slow? I don't know. If you receive my messages, hope to get a reply from you if you see it." Oh, I should text Soul. Hold on, one of my mods, I always forget, and she doesn't get a lot of the time she doesn't get messages. Oh shoot, I accidentally just deleted something. I don't know what it was. Oh, I'm just gonna text her and tell her to come in. Okay. All right. So she introduces him. And then he responds quick. Okay, so 7-2 at 11:38, she introduces herself. Okay. So then 7:30. At 9:44 that day, he responds, "I need for you to download an app, a phone app such as Text Now or similar, and create an American number. This way we can talk. I've seen your picture." You must have liked her picture. Um, oh, thank you. Send them to me. Thank you. Maybe we can do the drawing tonight then. I just don't have the names right now, and I know if I'm live, it'll be hard for me to take the time to go get them because but she okay, Sarah, thanks. If you send them to me, I mean, it's up if you have time to send them to me, we could do it tonight. We could do the drawing. Okay, yeah, no rush because I have to read this, so no rush. But thank you. Cool. There you go, Casey. You might win. And thank you. Okay. And then he says, um, and then she says, so she texts him back at 4:43 a.m. says, "Hey, I have ding tone in America and in American number." And then he says, "Well, babe, what's your American number then?" You know what? I'm gonna make sure that what page are we on? 5, that when she gives it to him, yeah, I haven't redacted. I haven't missing too much. Okay. And then he says, "Hey, well, babe, what's your American number then?" Oh, I already read that. And she gives it to him. And then he says, "Calling not I'm calling not, but only ringing again and again. Probably calling now, but only ringing again and again." And then she says, "Babe, wait, I'm busy right now. Anyway, I think I need to set up first a US card. I tried already adding funds with Connect Network. They only accept US card." And then Wade says, "No, babe, I've had friends overseas who use their numbers that I talk with, and they do not have a US card. It can be done, but okay. Let me know anytime. I will call." I forget, where's she from? Does she end up saying? Does anybody remember where she's from? Or I can't think. And then she says, "I've tried like 4 times with Connect Network. Did your friends made it with Connect Network or while being on the phone line?" And he says, "Both ways. I can try to call and you press buttons while I call and do it that way. Tell me when I can call you. I will." And then she says, "Try now. I succeeded to add funds to my number on Connect Network. Let's see if it works." She says, "It's really cheap to talk on the phone. We talked a lot and still have half a credit. Thought it's much more expensive." So that means they must have just talked on the phone. Okay. Wow, it's 8:38. Wait a minute. Wow, they're doing it in the morning. So they must have talked. So 8:17, she's trying to do it, right? And then 8:38, they probably did a 15-minute call or something. Or maybe a 27:30. Yeah, it would be like 15-minute call, I bet. Anyway, she says, "Anyway, glad I could hear you. You're so fun to talk to." So their first call was s- July 3rd at probably around 8:20, around that time, I would say. Okay. And then she says, this is the next night. So basically 8:38 and then they go the whole day without talking, at least not texting. Maybe they called on the phone again. But that next night at 2:03 a.m., Alexander says, "Hey babe, how are you? Haven't received a response to my last message. You didn't receive it or you cannot always check your messages. Kisses." Okay, so they probably didn't talk on the phone. And so, yeah, he didn't respond all day. Wonder if he didn't like talking to her. Anyway, he responds at 6:50. "What's up? And good morning, beautiful woman of mine. Yes, I did receive what you had made. Deposit it in my trust account. You are the very most sweet. I will need for you to send many more pictures as well. Your face is what we call perfection, and your body is a work of art. Show me more. There is no debate, but you will have to visit to America soon enough, and come to see me so I can have all of you the way that I need it. When when you do see me and for before you leave to go, I will do something to you so that when going, you have a part of me to keep that inside you." And then she says, "Hello, babe. Why you haven't been replying or calling?" Wait, hold on. Let me see. That's 6-5 or 7-5. That's crazy. Cause look, he did just reply at 6:50, like 20 minutes before. She's like, "Why haven't you been replying or calling? I like compliments from time to time, but don't sweet talk me, please. I hate it. Regarding visiting, that is too complicated, but maybe in the future, who knows? How have you been? You can call if you want. Kiss." Wait, what is she talking about? Yeah, I guess she did get it. Why is she saying that? He just replied. Oh, she's talking about that day before why he didn't reply. Okay, sorry. Oh, shut up. Then she says, "Call me. I put too much credit on my phone." And then she says, "Since I don't live there, I don't know if I'll be approved for visiting. And wish I was with you right now," Alexandra says. And then she says, "Hey, got disconnected, but don't know why I just heard thank you for using GTL. And then it ended. I still have credit." Yeah, because they go in increments. So it's like even if you have credit, isn't that the way it works? It's like either 15-minute times you have to keep calling. So it'll disconnect and then you have to recall, which you'll learn. Okay. Um, and then she says, "Babe, I see now. They said 1 minute remaining, but I still have a lot of credit. Maybe you only allowed a certain time of calling. So for the video calling, Alexandra address, date of birth, 2 of February. Okay, all that crap. Okay. Oh, February 1989. And then she says, "Oh, that's where she's from, Romania." Okay. "Babe, I see now that they said one oh, that's the same one. Oh, okay. I don't know why I have 2 of the same messages. I feel like I have a lot of doubles I'm noticing, so just forgive me. Because what I do is I went through 900 pages and screenshot all of hers and then put them in order together. So she says, "Hello, my beautiful babe. How are you? Did you sleep well? Did you receive my message with the details for the video visit? Thinking of you. Wish I could hug you right now. Kiss." And then she says, "Hello, my beautiful babe. How are you? Did you sleep?" I'm sorry. Why do I have so many doubles? I'm sorry. She says, "Babe, pick still waiting approval. And all the women who write you gathered on social media in one post commenting, and many others asking how to contact you. Ha ha ha. Like I'm gonna have to wait forever to get your call, to get your call. Be on a waiting fan list. Ha ha. Your fangirls tagging me in the comments, begging to tell me how to contact you. I should do a fan club with the entry fee." And then she says, "Babe, pick still waiting approval. And all the women who write you gathered on social media." And oh, that's the same one. Is she? Yeah, sorry. Huh. Yeah, those were double sections. I'm sorry, guys. Um, and then she says, 15 pics coming. Be ready. I really enjoyed today. Good night. And then Wade responds, pics are effing sexy. And then she says, thanks, babe. Tomorrow I go to the pool and we'll make more. Thinking about your big one. Do you need more to your trust? And he says, you should always be thinking about my big one. It belongs to you. So tomorrow when at the pool, you bend over for pics then. Let me make sure. Ugh. And then she says, haha, would like you to bend me over and grab my hair. And then she says, thought about you yesterday before sleep while pleasing myself. And he says, better have been real wet. Sorry, I said that weird. Better have been real wet about the big one on me. Slap ass, pull hair, make you bend, grab ankles for me to get inside. And then he says, let me come inside and get it pregnant then. He's obsessed with getting these girls pregnant. He wants a bunch of little Wades running around. Oh my God. That'll for sure be the end of the world. If all the Wade wives, if he was able to have conjugal visits, okay, and all the Wade wives like didn't, because most of them I see, he only has very few left. But let's say they didn't find out like how he was, and all these women, thousands of women, go conjugal visits, tattoos. They think they're the only one. If these messages didn't get out or the phone calls, they would think they're the only one. Like he would have how many different fiancés thinking they're marrying him. Oh my God. There would be like thousands of freaking his kids. He would love that. That's the thing. It's oh my God. Thank God for phone calls from prison because she's the one. Well, actually, phone calls from prison is the reason I feel like the case got big and then he got the fans. So I guess it's kind of like how do you say that? Like with it or without it? Like with it, they found out what a creep with all of this, but then without it, they wouldn't even have really known about him. He would have only had a few, probably. He still would have had, I would say maybe 100, maybe or so, right? But maybe he would have had a couple hundred. No, it was the trial. I lied. It wasn't phone calls from prison. It had been the trial that made him have the fangirls. So yeah, no, never mind. Sorry, I'm rambling. So yeah, thank God because think about that. That would be horrible. Well, he doesn't get conjugal visits, but oh my God, can you imagine? We would have had like a bunch of freaking. I mean, I'm not saying they would all turn out like him, but that would be crazy. Okay, so Wade says you can make comment TikTok here is my two accounts, so people could send money. Keep me and you a secret though, babe. Venmo is Wade Stephen Wilson. PayPal is Wade Stephen Wilson. He had a Venmo and a freaking PayPal and a Cash App. What the heck, dude? He has more than I have. And then Alexandra says, for the PayPal, what's the mail? Gmail. And he says, PayPal. Yes, the mail is Gmail. Connect. But the PayPal account search is Wade Stephen Wilson. And she says, oh, yeah, we'll be a beautiful baby for sure. Okay, I will do that. I will do. I had that in mind. They also made a petition to save you from DP. And then she says, I kept it a secret. Don't worry. I have your best interest in mind. I hope maybe someone will get you a better lawyer. And then he says, you know, my lawyer filed a motion for a new trial saying my rights were violated. You can look up online. I have some people on my side trying to help me get a new lawyer. Cost a lot of money, lol. Wait, is he talking about like Lee? His old lawyer did that back then? Yeah, because it looks like he doesn't have a new one. He's saying that he's trying to get a new one. Huh. And then he says, I know you do. That's why you're my main thing, baby. Trust it. I just can't see like his old lawyers even filing something like that. Because I mean, they thought they knew who he was. I mean, of course, appealing, but to say your rights were violated, I don't know. Wait, what did I read that where he said, I know you do. That's why you're my main thing, baby. Trust it. And then he says, you better come here for me to get you pregnant. I swear. Well, I have a lot of doubles. Sorry. And then she says, I'm thinking maybe Maybe make a page because people might doubt the money goes to you. Maybe you should send me a new message where you put those details and you write a few words also, and I'll make a screen of the message." And she says, "Yes, I saw he filed, but he should have done things better before the penalty phase. Also, all this going viral should have been better to go viral before, and an interview will be the best." Oh, this was before his sentence, and I keep forgetting this would be before he got sentenced. So his lawyers were actually still working for him. Okay, never mind. I was thinking, why was I thinking it was after everything? That makes sense. Um, so wait, what does this say? Also, going viral, you should have been better to go viral before, and an interview will be the best. Huh. Um, And then she says, "An interview will help you a lot and with someone who has many followers or a TV channel." Okay. So Wade says, "Do you know Bunny XO? She wants to interview. I talked to her on the phone. Her number is, maybe you should DM her on Insta or TikTok and see what's up." And then he says, "Yeah, my lawyer was shit, but it's okay. We will be back for round two with some new lawyers. Babe, we got this." And then he says, "I send an easy message here for you to make a page with the info, but block date time in your name. Keep only my name to show." Ah, oh, I forgot to save that. Um, look, double. Hmm. I don't know how I did that so many times. I mean, three, three of the same one. I just I feel like there's some way that this is doing it. It's not. There's no way I was screenshotting three in a row. Somehow it doubled or tripled. Okay. Wade says, these are my only two real accounts. Ad plus smartinmate.com. And she says, "I know. Problem is some people started commenting in a bad way about her idea of interviewing you. She will still do it or not? Question mark." And then she says, "My name doesn't appear anyway, just as at the subject. Don't let babe." I don't know. And then she says, "You know, people get excited on the moment. If excitement is not maintained, they tend to forget. So, my opinion is if you get an interview proposal before end of July, accept it, even if it's not a very public person with many followers. Anyway, the interview will go over all over the internet." And then she says, wait, was that the next one? In the comments, many are waiting for you to speak. They were also expecting for you to talk during trial. And she says, "People are divided into the ones who like you and the ones who don't. So what happened with Bunny? Is that the people who don't agree starting like commenting badly saying they will unfollow her? So maybe if you do an interview will help have more people on your side. So maybe if you do an interview, it'll help to have more people on your side." I think is what she's saying. Okay. And then she says, "Babe, I started posting some comments mainly on pages in your favor, so not many people who don't like you there. Let's see the reactions. Also, I saw a post with a certain girl, Amber, who wanted to interview you, but she said you eventually declined." And then she says, "Hello, how's the most handsome sinner? What's up? Anything new? Could you have checked PayPal and Venmo?" And then she says, "TikTok is full with videos of your fiance at the trial, and your fangirl's going crazy now." And then he says, "Ew, she was never my fiance. She was my she would bring my clothes to court. Oh, she was my oh, that's what it says. She was my bring clothes to court bitch. LOL. My friends from other states sent clothes here for me, and a friend knew who she was. Wait, and friend knew who she was here, so she brought clothes for me. That's it." He's so mean about her. So remember who I don't remember who he said. Remember when he would call her like ugly or whatever too? And he almost said the same thing, but it wasn't these, it was other messages. I don't remember who he said that to, but he what a jerk. Basically how she that's all she was is just to bring the clothes. And then she says, "Aha, Yeah, but now the person who did the account is assuring everyone that's your fiance. That's not good. And then she says, "Tell me how it is going with the PayPal and Venmo. I received many likes at my comment, but also very, very bad messages. Want to know if it's worthy to receive all this bad energy vibes. I want to know if it's worth receiving all this bad energy vibes." It's weird. I know you're like, it's so sensitive. Like, if I just push these, you sometimes miss stuff at the very bottom. So I have to do it this way, but then sometimes it like skips back. It's so annoying when you do the screenshots and then they're all different sizes, you know? Anyway, so Wade says, "What can we do? You are online. Plus, I have many friends. What should we do?" That's effing dumb. LOL. She's ugly as F. I don't like saying about her for some. I don't. I don't like maybe them saying that about her for me like that or whatever. What a jerk. And then he says, "Be back in 1 hour. Have to charge tablet, but we'll go check my PayPal accounts and get back with you, babe." He's such a jerk. And then she says, "Well, even if I report the account videos already, oh my God, people don't use freaking punctuation. Well, even if I report the account, videos already spread. Anyway, except the mother or your children, you got weird taste in women sometimes. I believe you didn't have any mirrors at your place to see yourself how good you look. I can't understand how you end up in there instead of being an actor or TV something." Oh my God, don't make him any more self-absorbed. Oh, um, wait, so she's saying anyway, except the mother of your children. So she's saying she only thinks like, out of all the women, she thinks Rosemary's pretty? And then she says, "I believe she is behind the account, seeing so many women who want you. She's gone crazy." So she's thinking that Alexis is, okay. Yeah. And then she says, "These are the messages of you and the girls online." Wait, "These are messages of you and girls online now." And he says, "Who names? Who names?" So he wants her to give him names. She says, "Like, what does it matter? A girl from Kansas, for example. You should be more careful what you talk and with who, but you know better." We know the girl from Kansas, who that is. Um, you should be more careful what you talk and with who, but you know better. And then she says, "Messages where you ask them to tattoo your name and also other kind of talking. You know what I mean." And then she says, "It's not like I'm telling you what to do, but you are giving a lot of attention to people who did nothing for you." And then she says, "Did they send you money or put you a lawyer? If not, why so many texting and sex talking? Like one of these girls has more messages from you than I do." Little jealousy, are we? This is a little jealous. And Wade says, "You are right, babe. I stopped recently. If you catch some names, let me know so I make sure I cleared them off. I'm done texting anyway. LOL. Only you." He's so full of it. Oh my God. And then he says, Er, what girl? So I think he's asking where he said, "Oh, she could be either asking about who's behind the account or the girl that's from Kansas, huh?" Because she mentioned two people and didn't say the name of the people. Okay. She says the one from Kansas, for example. And then she says, "The only messages you should send to these girls is complaining about your lawyer, who in a video was caught falling asleep during your trial and complaining about everything in general." Um, and then she says, "LOL, it's too late. I'm sure many more will come out. I just let you know so you be careful what you say and to who." And then she says, "This girl, so that you can know who she is, there's a message from 4th of July at 9:49 AM, which you sent asking, 'Can you talk later over the phone?'" A blonde one with long hair. You were saying I love you and that you are texting with Bunny. Message was sent on 29 June at 10:25 p.m. And then she says, in fact, she's brunette now and a lot of tattoos on her right arm. Wait, who is that? Blonde but brunette now. Tattoos, texting. Well, he told a lot of people about Bunny on her right arm. Would that be Amanda? Because remember, Amanda has like the one arm sleeve, it would be the right arm. I don't know. And then she says, "Oh my god, the blonde brunette, whatever with tattoos, put also some text between her and someone who was in jail with you." Huh. I never seen it. And then oh wait, I did. Hold on. Remember those messages where somebody was talking to him and he said that it wasn't kiosk messages though. It was like text messages where he said he was in jail with him. But he wasn't currently in jail with him, but he had been in jail with him. Maybe that is. I don't know. That was a while ago, maybe around this time. I don't know though. Does anybody know exactly? Um, and then she says, "So this girl talked a lot of shit about you that you sell pics of the girls for commissary and staff like that. I see now she has like a tattoo with a red heart on her shoulder." Huh, I'll have to look at those that pictures of Amanda, see if that's I don't remember what her tattoos were. And then Wade says, "She's saying bullshit. That's not possible for me to sell pics because I'm going to sell on my own with zero people around me. LOL. What happened was I deleted her maybe over 1 week ago or close. Now she's salty, keeps saying random shit. Call her out." But remember, that's not true because he was in solitary, well, no, in confinement or whatever. When that guy that Benji interviewed, he was all by himself, but he was able to because the trustees and stuff that was bringing him stuff that he needed every day were taking the stuff and getting it to other people. So that's a lie. He still could do it, even being alone, because he still is going to have people coming to him that he could do it through. So he's freaking lying. And then he says, "Yeah, the dude text from Facebook who was in jail with me. The dude texts from Facebook. She found him on Facebook because she was posting on her Facebook page saying she loved me and he helped her get in contact with me. She's a liar. Call her out. Her name's Bree and her number is so I think that is the messages that I'm thinking of. I have it somewhere. I should find it where the guy is talking about how he knows Wade and he was in jail. It was like a Facebook one, I think. Now, Bree is who is Bree? Bree is she goes by a couple different names. Hold on, I forget now. It's been so long. And she says, Alexandra says, "Yeah, it's breadwinner on TikTok." And then Wade says, "Yeah, that's her. She's making up whatever. I deleted her and she's mad. So she's on some attention shit." And Alexander says, "Well, girl showed everything. Texts from you, calls, and texts with the guy, which I don't know what's worse." And then shoot, I don't have my watermark on him. Shoot, hold on a second. I'm gonna put it on. Now that I'm halfway done. Oh well. I didn't have my watermark. I forgot my watermark on uh the Christian messages. Didn't even realize it until after somebody in a comment was like watermark and I was like, "What?" And I went back and I was like, "Oh shoot." So there's a few that I forgot. But, oh well, that's what are you gonna do? It's not the end of the world or anything. Um, because you can't redact with the freaking watermark on. So it's like I always wait till the end, and then if I have to go in and redact something more, I'll take it off and then reapply it. And sometimes I forget to redo it. Which, like I said, it's not the end of the world, but I like to remember. Okay. Okay. So she says, or Wade says, anyone can say anything or have their own opinion. It doesn't even mean much to me. LOL. Yeah, it does, Wade. And then she says, it doesn't mean anything to you, but it can affect you. Like now, many girls saw all the conversations. Did this girl Bree send you money? Because she's also said you asked her. And he says, F Bree. And then she says, LOL. She's saying your messages was nicer that you were saying to other girls there is even one where you propose marriage. I believe it. She says, and why did you delete her? She was saying she has messages from you today also. Because he's a liar, Alexandra. He's lying. And then Wade says, asked to see the messages from today. That's a lie, LOL. And then she says, I should be mad at you too for ignoring some of my messages while texting with so many fangirls. From now on, you should do money upfront, baby. Money never lies. Money is caring, always. And then Alexander says, sent you money on your trust. Just eat and get some rest. And Wade says, so I deleted my entire friend list this morning, keeping a small handful of people. Of course, I kept you. He's such a liar. The thing is once you see these in context, when we go through them, when you see like who else he's writing to at the same time as her at these times, you'll see new ones popping up. He's adding new people. He's such a freaking liar. Anyway, well, you know that though. I don't have to convince you of that. Okay. She says, "Morning, babe. Oh, that's sweet. Sent you some pics. Yeah, guess is better to keep it like that for a while, at least by the end of the month, so this doesn't affect your sentencing. Did you receive my trust deposit? Any updates on the motion your lawyer filed? Yeah, because she said, "Oh, I've deposited money on your trust," and he didn't even say like thank you or anything. He sent this one, so it was 10:55. And then she responds, and so it was that next morning. But it's like, let's see if he says thank you. Then she says, there's a girl, Amber, who spoke to you for an interview. She has many followers on TikTok. Is she speaking about you? And oh no, and is speaking about you. Didn't she already say this though? Let me see some. No, I mean it's in order, huh? Remember she said almost the same thing, but I don't think he answered it. So she's trying to get an answer probably. And then he says, last I heard on Amber from a half a week ago, after I denied her an interview and deleted her, that's when she was posting videos saying I shouldn't have turned her down and that she was going to expose me and blah, blah, blah. LOL. But so now she's speaking highly. How many followers does she have now? Before it was like 11,000. Still didn't thank her. Then she says, Alexandra says, she has 33,000 now. Well, she didn't expose anything in a bad way. She just showed your discussions over the interview. I noticed she knows how to speak and keep the balance, like for both parts, one who like you and ones who don't. Because when Bunny spoke, she was too excited and created bad reactions. Last post of Amber is regarding the new motion and asking people what do they think, love. Who's Amber, guys? What's her channel? Does anybody know? I'm just curious. Huh. And then Alexandra said her last post about you 4 hours ago. And then she says, I listened to all her videos regarding you. And basically she showed conversations where you spoke about the interview. And and she said you denied the interview eventually. And she said, like, she is not glorifying you, but she wanted to know more about you and your background and staff like that. Oh, and stuff like that. And that she received a lot of messages of support and non-support, but she didn't say anything bad. And then Wade says, "So damn, she got like 20,000 extra followers in 2 weeks talking about me, LOL." I mean, yeah, kind kind of is like she doesn't have many followers yet and she won't pay me for my time. She said before into interview makes money and then she would do a split. So basically, she said before, if the interview makes money, then she'd do a split. But Bunny is talking now to producer of the Kardashians TV show, and he was going to to this with me and gonna do this with oh, and she was going wait, and he was going to do this with me, and I guess speaking with Netflix, they were hesitant to pay, but I talked to Bunny and said, "For me, it's about the money. What do you think?" Oh god. And then he says, "You say best to keep like that for a while with small friends list, but I was thinking more so I give my time to you like I want. I did I did get your trust money to me, love. By the way, thanks." Okay, finally. By the way, and thanks for that. You're so good to me. The motion my lawyer filed, he said not to hold my breath, meaning the judge will probably deny it anyways. But then that later we can go back to it once the higher court, Supreme Court, make a decision. And then he says, oh, wait, there's nothing there. I could go back and see where it's at. 112. Yeah, it'll give me a minute to take some coffee. Let me go find at 112 what he says, and I'll let you know. 112, 7-Eleven, 112. Okay, hold on one second, guys, but let's just talk for a minute. So how's everybody doing? um, it shouldn't take me long because guess what? I got them all organized now. It's July, July, July. How's everybody? Anybody doing Easter? Any fun plans for Easter? July 11th, July 11th, July. I already had it up on I already had it up on I'm so silly. I had it up on the thing already. Oh well. July 11th, where are you? It'll probably be something. Watch, it'll be like a one word, a one word response like hi or something that took all the time to see. But see, I'm like that where if something's not, it bothers me. Like I need to figure it out. I'm weird like that. Probably is something to do with my OCD, but 11. Okay, let's see. Wow, it's way down here. Okay, 7-Eleven at what time? 1:12 p.m. Okay. It's amazing how much he talks. I mean, texts. Okay, so 1:12, he says, "You come to America for me and we do interview. F it, LOL, or we F, XX, or both." Okay. See, it's right here. That's what he wrote to her. Okay. And then she says, "Yeah, it seems she got extra followers. Would be great if you do that Netflix. Bunny didn't post anything about that. Maybe because as you said, she is in discussions. But yeah, would be really cool actually. Many people are waiting for the story." Wade says, "Last I spoke to Bunny on the phone 6 days ago, she said she took down from her socials to avoid hate at the moment, but that she doesn't care. She could handle it. I feel like if I'm going to do the interview, I have to get a big bag from it. Otherwise, I wouldn't." And then he says, "You want to DM Bunny on Insta or TikTok and ask?" Let me make sure I didn't miss something. No, okay. After going through it again, I could have still. Okay. Um, So he wants her to get a hold of her. Remember how many people he had reaching out to Bunny? Like, oh, ask her this. Go ask. He had Andrea, he had Jesse, he had Alexandra. He had more than that. He had a bunch of people. Oh my god, she probably got flooded with people trying to like talk for him. Like, hey, Wade told me to get a hold of you. Okay. Well, we know she did. Remember, she even talked about it on on her video, how a lot of them reached out to her. Okay, so Alexander says, here in Europe, laws apply at the moment of the occurring. I don't know there, babe, but it doesn't seem fair if laws change after the event to be applied retroactively. Um, Babe, I'm sure we could be really happy together. And if I would live there, be sure I'd be more than happy to see you every week. And he says, I deleted everybody because two reasons. No one deserves my time, and two is you. And then he says, would you consider living here? And she says, yeah, she received many hate because she spoke in a very enthusiastic manner, which made people believe she's glorifying you. If she would have spoke like in a more professional manner, like saying she just want to know your story, your background, etc., maybe it would have been a different story. And yes, I believe you should receive money because she will definitely make money out of this. And Alexandra says, I DM'd her on Insta, but she didn't reply. You want me to text her on her number or something? Also, what would you like me to say to her? And she says, and then she says, I've been living like in 3 countries already, but I don't know. There I've been only for visiting. I don't know if I would adapt living there. Also, I could not stay permanently. Need residency for that. And she says, well, indeed, nobody deserves your time. They need to earn that. And for me, why? And he says, people can try even to earn my time. They can try all things, but doesn't mean I give it. I learned many lessons. Say what you need. You say you would need residency in the States to stay here. And I think of one way that can happen. I was about to say he's going to be like, marry me, right? It's like, what? I was about to say, oh, great. Here comes a proposal. Anyway, I can think of one way that can happen. For you, many reasons. I like you very much. All things about you. And more time pass by, I find feelings getting better. Um, and then he says, yes, babe, for me. Here's her cell. You can ask maybe what the producer she talked to said. Does she have an update for me? And then Alexandra says, "Ha ha, you're talking about Marion?" Question mark. Yeah, that's what she's talking about. He's already proposed to like 50 other people. Babe, thing is, I'm a fourth year of medicine university, so I basically have 3 more years to become a doctor. And I don't feel like giving up this. I mean, if I move there, can't finish medicine. The doctor and the inmate couple goals. And then Alexandra says, okay, I will write her. And then he says, "If she does not text, then you may call too. You may call her." And then Wade says, "So you say because doing medicine, you can't switch it from one country to the next? I know you may be right because you probably would have to restart medicine school in the States for your degree. I get it, babe. No worries." And she says, "Do doctors have good salaries there?" And he says, "I would say very good salaries, maybe even the best. My oldest sister is a doctor here." She says, I can work there as a doctor, but I believe after I graduate, I don't think I can transfer and go straight to fourth year. And then she says, yeah, that's what I thought. The salaries are much bigger than Europe. And he says, so maybe you have something to think about then, LOL. Be back 1 hour to charge tablet. And then she says, I'll text Bunny and we'll let you know. And then, so that was at what? 1:50 p.m. And then at 2:07, she says, we make an XX movie. And then, so 6 hours pass before she says it again. Wonder if they talked on the phone. So she says, wish I was there with you, have a lot of sex, and then sleep in your arms and hold you tight. And then she says, so Bunny didn't reply. If you want, I can call, but in my opinion, calling will not change much. You may look anxious. If the Netflix thing is going to be done, it's in her best interest to contact you. She has also a lot of gain in this. So I guess if she would have had news or when she will have, you think she'll contact you. And then Wade says, "Yeah, babe, I agree with you all the way. Drop it. Don't contact her no more. Let's let her make the move if it's to happen at all." And then he says, "Same, babe. There's a future for us with many things. Trusted me. One being we make that XX movie. I want to do everything to you." And she says back, "LOL, we could do so many things together. And yes, I think working there as a doctor for when I graduate, it's a wonderful idea." And then she says, let's wait first for your sentencing because I believe there's a big difference between life and death row. Fingers crossed. And after, we'll see what to do next." And then she says, where I live, people are like having mostly normal sex. So when we last spoke at the phone was kind of, oh my God, like where does he have so much imagination? Basically, I believe now my sex life was quite lame hearing you say all those things and never tried any of that you were saying. And then she says, "Wow, there's an article. It says you received 3,903 messages, 275 you accepted, and you received 754 pics, 163 were rejected, and 65 postal mail." Oh my God. I actually read that article too. I remember that article. And then she says, "Babe, I finally got to the pool today and sent you some pics. Also, I see there are other three ladies who posted your texts and calls. One is called Hannah. You said to her, you're her American husband. One is from Kansas. She said she goes live Sunday." Oh, that's a different person. That's right. Okay. I'm trying to think who that is then. Also, she's the one who posted your calls, and she also spoke to Bunny. Her name is Sarah. Oh, it is. But wait. She didn't post calls. That's who I originally thought it was, but she goes live? I didn't know she went live ever, number 1. Number 2, I'm a little bit confused. Um, and then another one, Monica. I don't know who that is, but wait, hold on a second. She posted the messages, but only his responses, but calls. I don't know. I'm confused now. I think she's mixing up a few people or something. Anyway, um, and then Alexandra says, "So basically, Bree said Bunny is the one telling you all about the messages." Wait, what? Bree said Bunny is the one telling you all about the messages, and Sarah reached to Bunny telling her that. Wait, so basically, Bree said Bunny is the one telling you all about the messages. And Sarah reached to Bunny, telling her that. This is what Bunny replied to the girl. "His ex showed me today all the stuff she's saying, and it's either him lying and exaggerating just to look cool, or she's completely off her rocker, lol. We are trying to do a docu-series with the costumes and Wade. I spoke to him once on the phone to see if he would be interested, and once through email, but they for some reason blocked the email, which is why he has to call me. Other than that business call, there is zero reason for him or I to talk, which I have every receipt proving all of that. So let her know whatever he's telling her is completely false. Victims, not costumes." Oh, she's correcting. So it's supposed to be, I was wondering like costumes, but victims in Wade. Okay. I have no idea why Otto corrected to that. Anyways, thank you for, what is it? Letting me know, babe. So wait, I'm confused. So she's saying, so Bree is saying that Bunny's the one telling Wade about all these messages. Okay. But Sarah reached a Bunny telling her that? I'm trying to figure out, what did Sarah say to her, telling her that today all the stuff she's saying is either him or, And then his ex, which we know that was which ex? Oh, it could be, never mind, his ex. That would have been Kelly probably showing all this stuff. Okay. Anyway, all right. And then Alexandra says, you gave your social security number to this Hannah Rose. Luckily, it's partially covered, but saying reckless enough to give it out. Wow. And then he says, okay, just report that comment. TikTok to TikTok. They can remove that. And he says, I delete Bunny from my account here yesterday, along with all the other people. No more talking to anyone. And then guess who's sending me a friend request on this today? The girl Bree. So this will be interesting when I read this part. When I'm reading them all together, we could see the Bree talking to him on this. And Alexandra says, hope you won't accept her. Hope you won't accept her again after all this mess she did. Oh, and don't give Bunny's number to all these nutheads. I mean, she has millions of followers. She can't be disturbed by random people like that on her personal number. I see she said you need to call her so she can't contact you. Maybe because you deleted her. Or I guess, wait, I see she said you need to call her. She can't contact you. You maybe because you deleted her. Okay. And then Alexandra, and then she says, missed you so bad. Wait, let me see how long it's been. So 12:23 is 12. Wait, it's only a couple minutes. I don't know. Missed you so bad. And then she says, why did you delete Bunny too? LOL. Are you having a bad moment? Are you okay? Just to let you know, I'm by your side and always will be as much as I can. And then she says, you know, the petition to get you off death penalty passed 5,000 signatures. Don't know if these petitions work. I put some money into it, like $100 to reach more people, but I don't know. I don't believe in petitions. Maybe in USA they take it into account. And then she says, got into another message of Bunny. She's saying, so she's just like copying what Bunny said to show Wade. So this is another one that Bunny said. She says, I saw his messages to you. You are way too beautiful to put up with that. I absolutely love Kelly. We talk daily. So that was Kelly out that she was originally talking about, probably. Um, She's doing an interview soon, I believe, and I told her it's okay to let everyone know we will be doing the docuseries with her and Diane's boys and a few others. Wonder why she didn't bring her on, because she did bring Diane's boys on. And yeah, they didn't do the docuseries, but I just wonder why she didn't do like videos with the people that she was going to do the docuseries, even though the docuseries didn't happen, but still. Okay, hold on. Oh, thanks, Sarah. We could do we could pick the name today. Thank you. You're the best. You're the best. Love you. Okay. Um, where are we at? I hope you have the best day, baby. And thank you so much for messaging me and letting me know. And yes, I agree. She blocked me because she's lying and knows I will definitely say something. I blocked her other account yesterday. I don't have time for the hate. Don't know why Kelly is the person Bunny says she blocked is this girl Bree. Wait, what? Don't know who Kelly. Don't know who Kelly is. The person Bunny says she blocked is this girl Bree. Kelly, how? Wait, how is Alexandra following all this and doesn't know who Kelly is? What, Kelly? What? I'm confused. Really? How does she not know who Kelly is if she's okay? Anyway, Alexandra says, "Babe, you created so much drama in such a short time. This is like a Netflix series already. I struggle to keep up to date." And she's and another one from Bunny. So now she's showing him what else she wrote. So Bunny wrote, "Thank you. Seriously, it was never to glorify him. Women need to know the red flags of what to look for. And because of what happened, we are attempting to do a bigger scale. So hopefully Netflix or something in that arena. I want the victims' families to have the biggest platform they can to scream their pain from the mountaintops. I've gotten close with Kelly and Diane's son, and they're the sweetest people. Also, not the bread loaf. Ha ha ha. Just be careful engaging in the drama because sometimes that glorifies him more than he deserves. Dude genuinely thrives off of all this. I gather that from my one combo with him. But know your worth and know that men like him end up where he is. You deserve more than that. An end quote. Geez, like, why is she contemplating this Sarah girl? Like, she initiated the contact. Like, what did she expect now? Complaining and gaining popularity on TikTok on your back. Huh. So I just rereading that. Where did she get Sarah from that quote? It hadn't didn't say anything about her. How is she relating that to what this says? The quote that she just did a bunny. It's not making any sense. Anyway. And she says, so it seems it'll be something eventually. And then Wade says, yeah, but if and when I do something for anyone or with Netflix, it isn't going to be with Bunny at all. She talks too much shit, and I don't care about her bit of fame from being married mostly to her husband, Jelly Roll. To me, she is no one special. Yeah, right, Wade. We saw how what you think of her. You bragged to everybody that you, oh my God, guess what? I got an interview with Bunny. Guess what? Bunny wants to do an interview. Guess what? Bunny texted me. Bunny called me. I talked to Bunny. I'm gonna talk to Bunny. Guess what? Oh my God, you know Bunny, Jelly Roll's wife? He is so full of it. Anyway, that's so he's saying to me, she is no one special. That's why I deleted her. I tried calling her Selly to tell her to stop talking about me, and that I'm not and that I'm not doing anything with her people, but she didn't pick up. And Alexandra says, I think she might be upset because Bree said you told her Bunny is the one telling you about everything going around. It's just a guess. I don't know. How did your last conversation with Bunny end? Was it okay? And then Alexandra said, and she says, babe, if I were you, I wouldn't call Bunny for a while. Just let things cool down a bit. She'll come back when she will need you for the series, and then you can put your own terms. She did not speak nice, is true, but also because of your fangirls reaching out to her. And then she says, did Bunny seem at any point interested in you in another way? She's a little jealous. Jelly. Oh, hey, AJM. Oh, Sarah, when you did the names, if there was more, if they did donated more than once, did you show that or no? You're the best, though. You're the best. You're the best. Um, Aw, that's so sweet. You're the best. Okay, so where are we at? Fangirls reaching out. It's true. Else we where did I just leave off? Oh yeah. Did did Bonnie seem at any point interested you in another way? Like, were you speaking daily or was it just one time? Maybe she's jealous because of the text. Don't know. Maybe you're jealous because no, I'm just joking. I mean, I don't know how anybody could be with a guy like this. I mean, you would not unless you're okay with your person, like well, first of all, he's even if he was a good guy, but, like, being with all these women, unless you're okay with your person being with a bunch of people, but, like, a lot of these girls aren't. They're, like, telling him, like, "Oh, I'm your only one," like, and they'll promise and stuff. He is I'm so glad he got exposed, guys. I'm so glad. Okay, where are we at? And Alexander says, I'm going to start complaining too and make some drama. Like, I've sent you pics and some cute messages, and you've been replying only other matters. You've been replying only other matters. What? I don't know what that's supposed to be. You've been re- oh. She's mad. And Wade says, "We did speak on the phone more than one time." What? And then he says, "What? Like last night's message about when you become a doctor that you can or will come to the States, maybe? I would like that, but would you not still need residency, babe? I've missed," and then Wade says, "I've missed you too. That is always, especially in how I feel for you and with you, being at a long distance." And Alexander says, there were other messages too last night. Also, the pics I've sent you, you didn't say a thing. And yeah, residency is always good, even if I have a good job." Um, and then she says, "What you feel, because I've seen messages about how you feel about the others." Oh, she's not. She is getting. And then she says, "I'd come tomorrow to live there, believe me, but I don't want to come and have a bad financial situation. I'm not used to that. Here, I have a very good life and stability. And if I move somewhere, I need to be sure I make good money." And he says, "I feel like for wanting you really and genuinely, not for what was said to others and means to pass time and F around, but you are right for what you say to ask." What? And showing his best in telling. But you are right for what you say to ask and showing is best than telling. You would, man, you would need to let me show and give it to you, but to do that will be even hard from far away, no? What language is this? And Alexandra says, "You can show when we meet. Meanwhile, we'll see what else we can do." And then Alexander says, "If you get the death penalty, we can only see each other between a plexiglass. That's correct?" Question mark. And he says, "Incorrect. I spoke with both lawyers who all currently do go inside to death row, and they claim that 4 to 5 years ago, laws were made change into effect that allow visits to be contact face to face from that point on. And right now, lots have changed from that time to now, in fact. Yeah, but face to face still doesn't mean conjugal visits." Oh, she just, never mind. She's asking about just seeing plexiglass. But that's, is that true? Though I know he's been getting in trouble, so he's can't even do it in person. But I'm trying to, is that true, guys? To look that up, but I feel like we've been through where we looked through the Florida death row and stuff, and I'm trying to think we looked like their schedule and their meals and everything that they get. I'm trying to think. Wait, there was something about that, wasn't there? I'll have to look after this. Remind me, guys. I think there was something about the visits. Hmm. But he's always getting in trouble. He's never gonna have that. He's never gonna be able to. Okay, so where are we at? Okay, so Alexander says, "Oh, I see. That would be good because seeing you and cannot even touch you would drive me crazy. Did you try to call Bree?" And Wade says, "I'm never contacting that little girl ever. She has friend requested me early today, and it's sitting in my box, not touched with everyone else. LOL. I won't call her and don't. No." And Alexander says, can't wait to see what that girl Sarah has to say on her live Sunday. She's calling Bree breadloaf. If I'd seen you earlier, I'd have to come to the trial. So wait, can somebody help me here? Does that Sarah go live? Or is she just talking about like when she goes into lives and maybe or sometimes she'll go up on panel and like in chat maybe? It's making it, no, she's saying on her live. I don't know. There must be another one that, huh. Oh. And she says, "Hope you call me soon. I miss your voice so bad. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I like you more and more like every time we speak. Like, got such a nice feeling when we're on the phone, and you have such a good vibe and energy." And Wade says, "The feelings all the same ones on my side here, baby. Not sure what you gonna do either. What you're gonna do either yet, but I know what it should end for being with us. My God, can people just write normal? Not sure what you gonna do either yet, but I know what it should end for being with us together. I don't know. Sleep well, love. And that's the last one. And then, like I said, there's those 10 days I think around that I don't have, but then it picks up at the end of July. So I wish I would have had time to go get those ones and read that. But then we would have skipped 10 days anyway. But yeah, so right now they're on good terms. And if you go to the ones the end of July, you'll see that's when he ends up ending it with her. So would be kind of interesting to see. Well, I mean, no, we see him starting to get mad at the ones that I have and like slowly and then not trusting her. And people were telling him that like stuff about her. Like, remember, people are like, she's in comments or something, like, don't trust her and stuff. Remember that? I think it's like, isn't she the one that they say like she's in comments trying to making it seem like I'm pretty sure this is this one, trying to make it seem like she's trying to do this to, like, study you, remember? Like, like, she's studying you for, like, psychology or something? Now, I know the other Dr. Sarah is doing the same thing, but I'm talking about there was 2 of them. Her too, were like she was talking about it in comments or something, and somebody was telling Wade that, like, be careful. She's saying this stuff. I don't know if I trust her. And also, I think she said this is the one where they said that she was talking to Rosemary about him. I think, remember? She was in the comments talking to like talking kind of crap about Wade to Rosemary. I'm pretty sure that's Alexandra, if I'm remembering right. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm thinking that's when it starts to become more he starts to, like, end it with her because he a couple people tell him about her, remember? Am I remembering that right? It was somebody, but does anybody else remember it being her or no? Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I need to do this. I need to go find those ones and put them in the descriptions of the old of these new ones so people could find them easier. All right, hold on one second though. Um, I'm getting your the email, baby. Thank you so much. Okay. Hold on one second. Let me just get this figured out. Hold on one second, guys. We're gonna do the drawing real quick, okay? Just give me 1 minute to let me get it ready. Okay. All right. 1 second. 1 second. Hmm. All right. Let's do the drawing. The drawing. Okay. Okay. Wait. That's true. Hold on one second, guys. I'm trying to figure this out. Yeah, let's do that because I did tell him I would. So hold on, guys. Just give us a few minutes here. Do you want me to help find which lives those other ones were on? I think there was for sure one more live, but I don't know if it was two more or one more. No, yeah, I could do the wind down. So are you sure? Hold on. You sure? Or do you want me to help find which ones, or can you do it? Because I don't even remember. But yeah, I should just because I did say it. So next time I could try to specify. Sorry, I'm talking to Sarah. It's easier to do it through here and we're texting than text. Quicker. Okay. All right. So sorry guys. We're trying to because I'm gonna do because so we got the people that entered that day and we met the goal, but remember I said that I would add the names, the couple lives where I didn't meet it because I feel bad. They donated to participate, but then I didn't meet it. So we got to get those real quick. She's going to do it for me. But I can't remember, baby, if it's one or two. That's what I'm not sure. If there was two of them, or I don't know. But you'll be able to tell. Hopefully, it won't be too hard for you. But thank you. I appreciate it. I don't even remember which one it was on. Um, yeah. I would guess the 2 before the one that you got them from. You know what I'm saying? Because I did it in a row, so I would check those 2. Okay, so let's just chat for a minute. I'm gonna pull up the death row stuff real quick, and, we'll see here. Oh, what else did I wanna do? Hold on. Let me check my email because I gotta see something real quick. Hold on. And then I'll get the wheel of names up, and we'll spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Oh, CB, I'm looking at your email here because I'm anxious because that could be something I could talk about here because I could not find that. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to think what else, if there's some random things that I was wanting to share with you that I could do that. That'd be perfect time. Oh, hair care. Thanks, Ashley. Okay. Lila. Oh, everybody's helping me with my hair. You guys are so precious. Okay. Huh. Wow. Huh. Interesting. Um, I'm trying to think of anything interesting happened. Zeke got his hair cut. Zeke's got his haircut. I'll just chat with you guys. Let me go and chat. Um, and hopefully, I should get the wheel names ready though. Here, I could put in actually while she's doing that, I could put in the names that we already have ready. Hold on. Is there any other? So I've tried to look up other ways to pick winners, and I feel like the wheel of name. I always come back to the wheel of name because nothing else is as cool as it. Like all the other ones are like, I don't know. I've tried I don't know if I've actually tried them and used them. I tried to see if I wanted to, and I feel like there wasn't anything better than that. What do you guys think? Do you have any other one that you guys like? I really think this is the best bet. But let me see something. Oh, you know what though? So they have like StreamYard has something where you could do giveaway, but where they help you pick. But the thing with that is I tell you what needs to be typed in to enter. And but so that would be have to be something where I guess anybody could enter and then they type in whatever word and then it automatically enters you. StreamYard has it set up where it's like I say I put zavgirl or whatever. That's the word. Then you type in zavgirl and it'll enter you, and then it picks it through StreamYard. But that won't work for what we're doing now. But that's kind of cool, huh? Let me see. Let's see if there's anything else new out. So the wheel of names, we have random name pickers. Let me see what this is. Oh, and then they have. Oh, wait, hold on. What is this? Magic name pickers? This there might be some cool other things we could do. Hold on ooh, the claw machine? Wait a minute. Scratch card? If this is what I think, these could be cool. Like if you put all the names and you do it, I don't know. Let me make sure that I could put names in. Hold on. I lied when I said the wheel of names was the only thing. Look at this, guys. Oh, what just happened? Oh, there we go. Look, I want to show you. This is cool. So I'm gonna see it. Let's see. I want to see if it's what I think. So if you could put names in, where do you put the names in? Hold on, let me make sure before I get too excited. Add to my page, go full screen, go to add. Wait, though, I'm not gonna do this because then I don't like it looks like I'm trying to pick a certain name. Or you know what I could do is close my eye. If we ever do this, I'll close my eyes and then do it. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what else. But let me see if it's what I think. Hold on. If we do try it now, I want to see if you could add names. Oh gosh, I don't see. It's going to be one of those things that is it safe? I kind of like this slot machine or scratch off. That's kind of cool. What do you guys think? I'll try to like download it, whatever I need. I don't know. Um, which one? Scratch off or this? I'll try one of them. Or Matt, which one? Pick. Besides the claw. Somebody say something. I don't know if it for sure will work, but I'm gonna try. Or magic box. All right, hold on. Let me just hold on. Let me see. Nobody said anything else. Let me see if the magic box works. Hold on. Okay, so I need to freaking add the names. Try more random name pickers. No, I have to add the extension. Why? Who's just picking a random name? Yeah, I want it to actually I could add the names and then it picks them. This isn't the right thing, guys. I got excited for nothing. Shoot. There's gotta like, it has to be something like that, right? Names and draw 20. Oh, wait, this might be it. Hold on. Add to my page. Okay. Oh, yes. Here are some lists to try. Oh, wait, no. Try a random list. No. Here are some lists to try with our random name pickers to give some ideas. No, I don't want a random list. Hold on, I'm trying to figure this out, guys. There we go. I figured it out. Okay. I can add is the magic box good or do you want me to try another one? So we could do the magic box or let me see if this scratch off, if I could figure out the scratch off. This is cool. Hold on. Yes, I can do the scratch too. Okay. So excited. Which one do you want me to do? Oh, how did this get pulled up again? Gilgo. Oh, thanks, Ajam. Okay, yeah, I'll add ya. Thank you. Um, What okay, what? Magic box or scratch off? Which one? We'll do it something different every time. We could do the ball. I figure out how to add the name, so we could do whatever, do something different. I'm picking so Taylor, what's going on is I'm doing a giveaway. So I've been doing those goals where you have a goal and then like a goal, let's say like 10 of super chats or whatever. They have YouTube has these goals you could pick for the live stream. And then I've done it where I'm gonna pick a prize. So like basically whoever enters the goal, and then I have to make the goal. And then when I make it, anybody that entered will get in a drawing to win. This one's a $25 McDonald's card. The last two, one was a Starbucks card, one was an Amazon card. Those are now this is I'm going to do it kind of often so that you get a win, you win. And it's usually only there's only usually like about 10 at the least because usually it's 10 super chats that you at least have to do that. It's either 10 and then but because I add if I don't make the goal, I'll still will try again the next live, and then I'll keep the names of the people that tried the first time. I still add them. So, but usually at the most, it's like 15 people. Like it's a good chance that you win. You know what I'm saying? So it's like 1 out of 15 you could win a gift card. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. I have to pick it because I met the goal like last week and I haven't picked it yet. Maybe even over a week ago. Yeah. So I don't know what card I'm going to do next. What do you guys think? Oh no, Taylor, I'm gonna do more, so don't worry. I'm gonna do I'll probably do one next live. I gotta figure out what card. I could just do like a Amazon one, I guess, again or something. So which one though, you guys? You want me to do the magic box or the scratch off this time? Okay. I did Starbucks last time, like one of the first two, but I could do that again. Seems like everybody loves Starbucks. Um Scratch? Okay, I'll do the scratch this time. I love that now we can do different stuff. This is gonna be fun. It's kinda cool. I like scratch offs too. Okay, just waiting for Sarah to get the rest of the names for me. She's going through the lives to get them. Normally, I wouldn't have to do that. Normally, at the end of the lives, I screenshot the names because get starred, but I forgot, and I think it was one of the times something happened where I ended it, like, abruptly or something where I ended it in a bad way, not in a bad way, but it was some way where it sidetracked me where I didn't get a chance to screenshot it. So she's going back and finding the names for me. And then we'll pick them. I'm excited. I'm excited for you guys. And I'll put them in and then hold on. That's what I was doing. I'm going to put in the names I have so far already. Hold on. That's what I'll do. 1 second. 1 second. I get excited for you guys. And then you guys, so the next messages I do, I'll probably do I'll probably go back to 2019. I'll kind of alternate them. Go back to 2019 and it'll be when Breezy is introduced. So that'll be kind of interesting. Somebody new. All right, hold on. Let me 1 second. Let me add these. Oh, you got them. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on, guys. Let me add them. Well, hold on. Let me see something because that might have been the one. I want to see. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on, go. Give me 1 second, guys. I want to see something. Plus, I still have to add them. What date was that? I just wanted to see something. I was going to check something out. Okay. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Okay. Well, good luck, everybody. I'm getting her done. That's weird. Yeah, I won't be able to do that. Huh. Okay. Hmm. Can't believe it doesn't let me do that. Huh. All right. Oh well. Okay. Bring that up. All right. Let me put this over here. We're gonna do the scratchy scratch. Wait, do I have the right one? Where? Yeah, scratched. Okay. Now, I never use this. I should have tested it with just I should have put in like just random names and tested it because I hope it works like I think it's supposed to work. I hope, but let's see. All right. Okay. Wait. Okay. Hold on. I'm ready. Hold on. Here we go, guys. You ready? Hopefully it's working like it was supposed to. I put the names in. There's like, wait, how many names are there? Hold on, let me see. One, two, one. 12. Ready? I'm nervous. Good luck, everybody. I have autism. It did work just like I thought. I have autism. Yelling it like it's me, like I have autism. Why is that? I'm silly. But no, I'm not saying it's funny to have it, but it's just funny because it's like I have autism. Anyway, are you here? I have autism. I don't even know if it's a he or she. I haven't seen them today. but they come in quite often. Are you here? Maybe they're here and you just haven't commented today, but you won. So if you're here and you hear it, email me. Or if you watch this later, email me because I need a way to send it. So I'm gonna need your address or wherever you want me to send it. And I'll put it up on the community post that they won too. So hopefully I have had in the past draw giveaways where the person I can't get a hold of them and I try to put it up and I tell them and they don't like, I think I usually wait a while, like, wait, like, a month or so, and if they don't respond, then I give it to somebody else because I had no way to get a hold of them. But I think I'll be able to get a hold of them. So if anybody sees them around, will you tell them? Because I think they do come in quite often, I remember. Yeah, if anybody sees them in another chat, let them know, tell them to email me, and they won. Um, and, yeah, that's cool. The next time we'll do like the claw or the magic box. That's so fun. All right. Casey, I'm sorry. I feel bad. You want to win so bad and you I should just send you a freaking gift card anyway for your belated birthday or something. Um this is so cool though. Hold on, I'm going to save this site. I like this site. That's really cool. That's a really cool for giveaways. I like it. Yep. Look at all of them. Look. I mean, you could do random cog machine, crane crawl, jack in the box, one arm bandit name picker, scratch, spin stop the name, random egg. I should have did the eggs for Easter. Maybe I'll do a Easter. Maybe I'll do another goal. Gone fishing, piggy bank, duck hunt. We'll do a different one each time. Hook a duck, sorry, whack-a-mole. Oh my god. Then these too, I'm sure. Magic box, magic hat, magic 8 ball, pot of gold, name picker, card picker. And then just as I was like, oh, the wheel of names is the only one. There's a ton of good ones. I must not have, I mean, I have searched it before. Somehow I didn't see the site at all. This is great. How fun is that? All right, guys. I'm gonna go. I have to put up my you guys look out for I just finished my Delphi video where I did a comparison with the audio, with Richard Allen's audio compared to the down, the BG audio. I just finished it, so I gotta do a thumbnail, but look for that, guys. I don't know if that'll be up tonight or tomorrow. And like I said, I'll try to do I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, okay. Oh, your daughter. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching the Karen Read. I might live stream some of it, guys. I know I won't be able to do every day because through the day I have things I gotta go to sometimes through the week and stuff. Um, plus like to edit and do other stuff, it would leave me like at no time to do anything. Because it's gonna be 2 months probably, so I probably won't be able to do it every day, but I am and my plan is to do it sometimes, which I know is gonna be hard because you guys are gonna want a set person you always watch it with, huh? So, well, just if you ever need a little change, just look for me and I'll probably do it. Try to do it like once a week, maybe, or depends on who's coming. If we hear like it's gonna be like a good somebody testifying is gonna be like a good one, I'll do like the good ones. Sometimes I don't think we'll know every time, but I might do the opening statement. Sarah, you said Tuesday it starts? Oh yeah, Sarah, it will. I think Tuesday you said, right? So I might I'm gonna try to do the opening statements, live stream it. And then after that, it might be once or twice a week. I'll do it depending. But like I said, I won't be able to do it every day. But I'll be able to change a pace, whoever you watch it with, and when you'll be able to get something a little fresh and watch it with me when I do it. I think you said Sarah, they finally got all the jurors, so I might actually do a Karen Reed video this weekend or week or something just to kind of get prepared for the the trial. Maybe just go through like maybe some interviews and different little clips of stuff. Yeah. Wait, are you talking about the trial, cuff you? Yes, Tuesday afternoon, rolling Easter weekend. Wait, what does that mean, rolling? Just gonna be Tuesday, right? Yeah. What time does it start? I don't even know. Wait, are they on a different time span? What time? 9 or 8? Anybody? Well, I'll figure it out. I gotta figure out the time. And if I don't think, wait, are they behind? Would they be ahead if anything, right? I don't know. I have to look. I have to figure that out. Oh, the retrial. Yes. All right, yay! I'm excited to watch that. I didn't watch the first free well, originally, I didn't watch the first trial when it was on, but I have been watching it, getting prepared the last couple of weeks. I've been trying to watch it, watch different testimonies. Now, I haven't watched all of it yet, but I've watched quite a bit of it now in the last couple of weeks, which I'm kinda glad now I have it like a fret like, I'm just watching it, so it's, like, fresh in my head, and then I guess I'll be no, but that's good because it'll be fresh in my head, and then hearing what they say now, I'll be able to catch the differences easier. You know what I'm saying? Because if I did watch it originally, that would have been, what, a year ago? I might not have remembered. I mean, I know I could go back, but, now that it's right before, see if anybody's lying. Yeah, East Coast, so yeah, it's the same then. It'll be East yeah, I guess it is the same time as me. I was just contemplating if they were, it'd be a hour ahead, like, you know what I'm saying? Where it would be, like, later there, if that makes sense, but no, I think they are the same, you're right. Right? But it's easy to find out. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I've been watching that. I've watched the documentary that was on Discovery, which is really good. And what else? I watched that one interview with you guys. It was pretty good in that where they were in the car driving. Um, and then what else? I watched I watched the behavior panel analysis on Jen McCabe. They did the one on her and they did one on Karen. I didn't finish Karen's yet. So yeah, I've been really preparing for this for sure. Oh, thanks. Bye bye. It's the same time. Do you know what time it starts? You don't have to answer me right now. If you know it, answer. But if you don't know it, don't worry. You don't have to like look up and find it. But just if you know it offhand, if they said what time. If not, I'll figure it out. Um, just make sure I'm up. I probably, you know what I think I'm going to do though? I don't know. It depends. I'm thinking of maybe live streaming it in my old setup. Well, basically live stream it in my room. And then therefore, if I do need to do anything, I could edit or I mean, I'm not gonna be I'll be there, but if I need to like do anything, I could have this computer. But no, I don't you know what? Probably opening statements, I won't really need to do anything anyway. But if I did do it more often, I could always do it over there. Uh No, I mean, not necessarily. Usually it starts early, but I know there's some days that they start later. Usually at the end of the week, Friday or Saturday or Friday, they'll maybe start later. Thursday, sometimes they'll be like, usually they'll say like the day night before, okay, court will be at like 10 or 11 sometimes. I mean, sometimes, but typically, yeah, I mean, 8:39, it could be sometimes 8, right? 9:30, I mean, I don't know, but I mean, that's kind of a doesn't seem like a big difference, but it's kind of because that's like in order for me to set my alarm, make sure I'm ready, and then set the reminder. You know what I'm saying? So no, I think it could vary a little bit. Um, and like I said, usually when they start later, that wouldn't probably be the first day. It would probably be like, at, like I said, the end of the week or after they've already been doing it a few days. I'm guessing, but I don't know. That's true, Sarah. But what I'm afraid of if I do that is everybody will already be watching it with somebody else and then they won't see that I'm doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? And they might not even know because they'll be like, "Ooh, who's all doing it?" And then they pick their person and they kind of stay there. I mean, not everybody will stay there, but I don't know. It's almost I don't maybe some days I'll do that, but I almo it is a good idea, but the one good thing about having that time is sometimes you could use that time to give your comments if you have comments, because people hate if you like, if you're behind oh, then I would be behind, but a lot of people will hate, like, if let's say I'm watching it live, I'm streaming it live, and then I stop it to maybe say something, "Oh my god, you're behind, you're" people come in, "Oh, you're" even if it's, like, a minute behind, "Oh, you're a minute behind, you're a minute behind." I've had that where it's like, even if it's, like, 30 seconds, people have to call it out. So my point is, if that kinda gives you time to be able to, like, not be behind, but you could talk. I don't know, let me think. I probably will sometimes. I don't know if I wanna do it the first day, though. But it's a good idea, it is. It is. Yeah. Oh, I will. With it being that early, I'll definitely have a reminder up before. I usually do with stuff like that because I know if I know I'm gonna do it and what it is, and it's something timed like that, I will do it the night before for sure. But I don't know, I'm trying to think what I prefer with the first one. I know sometimes some of them I probably will wanna do it that way, but I don't know, let me think about it. I don't know why the first one I almost wanna do it on time, at least so people kinda know that I am doing it sometimes, and then even though the reminder, I know, but I could kind of feel it out to see how fast they move through it. Because what was the trial that they had so much stopping? What was that? Hold on. I feel like it was just recently. It was like an over amount, so much. Like most of it was not the freaking trial. Do you guys remember that? What trial am I thinking of? I feel like it was within the last year. It was so annoying. It was like, oh my God. Like there's more of this than the trial. What was it? I don't know. I didn't live stream it or anything, but I watched whatever I'm talking about. What was I don't know. No, but I did not watch that trial. I watched little parts of it, but I didn't watch that much of that for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know. what case I was doing some other case then, and I don't know. I guess I probably missed out. I wish I would've, like, done stuff on it, but I didn't even do a video on that at all or watch it. Like, I watched, like I said, sometimes when, like, Law& Crime would have, like, a quick highlight that I was like, "Ooh, I got it. What's this?" But, yeah, I feel like I missed out on that one, the Daryl Brooks. Um, but within the last year, though, there was some I'm trying to think that was it Megan Boswell? Did they have I don't think it was. Hold on. Trying to think the trials I watched. It was ridiculous, whatever it was. It's like they stopped every minute. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. What other trials were this past year? I don't know. I can't think. Ugh. That's gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna be having to figure this out. Oh my did you watch it all, Sarah? I feel like I definitely did miss out on that one. I don't why didn't I watch that? Dang it, and do videos on it. That would have been funny in a way. Um, no, it wasn't that, Kiki. I don't know why I can't think. I don't know. Yeah. It's gonna drive me nuts because I don't even know if I would hear it if I would know. Like, because I'm thinking, "Was it the Megan Boswell?" But I don't even know if it was hers. All I know is whatever one it was, like, every minute, the lawyers going to the bench, stop, and there was issues, and it's like I mean, more than normal. I know it happens a lot, but it was way more than, like, what usually happens. Anyway, guys, alright, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna, yes, yeah, that's it, and then I'll be like, "Oh, I got it," but nobody will be there to hear me, like, "Oh my god," I might look at my computer, but you guys won't be. Well, I'll tell you next time if I think of it, and if you guys think of it and remember, email me. Um, Sarah, you know that peanut butter and chocolate you got me? Well, I was eating way too much of it, and I was kinda, like feel like I was gonna stomach it because I couldn't control it, so I gave my mom it to hide. We can't find it, and I was been craving it for 2 days. So yesterday, I went in her room looking for it, can't find it. Asked my mom today when she got home, she can't remember. We both are just going she's like, "It might not be in my room." We're both looking everywhere. We cannot find it. I was craving a spoon of it so bad because I haven't remember that day you got it for me and I ate, like, half of it within, like, the 2 days? That's I gave it to her to keep it. So I took a little, I just wanted a couple days break on it because I couldn't control it. So I haven't had it since then. I am dying for a spoon of it, and yeah, I don't know. I was like, I don't know what I did with this. Like, I mean, it has to be here. I was like, did you accidentally throw it away? She's like, no, I didn't throw it away. It's like, dang it. I mean, I feel like I looked every spot in her room. She looked every spot. She said, maybe it's not my room. So we looked out in the living room everywhere. No, because my mom's not, I thought because she likes peanut butter so much, but she doesn't like the peanut butter and chocolate together, but I thought since it would be something like that, she would, but no, I know she didn't because she didn't really care for it that much. There's a piece of hair, hold on, where'd it go? I thought it was there it is. I gotta sweep or vacuum. I call it sweep. Does anybody else I think it's a Midwestern thing, because when we went to Colorado, people were like, "Sweep," because that's, like, with a broom, but I don't know, growing up, we always said sweep, and then Randy does too, and a lot of people, so I feel like it's not just like a family thing, it's like maybe a Midwestern or maybe just Ohio thing, but sweep. That's what's in my head, what I would come, and a lot of times I'll stop myself and correct it if I catch myself because I know, like, not at home because that's what we say here, but, like, if I'm on a live stream, because I've talked about it before, but I'll try to correct myself. But yeah, that's what we say, sweep. What is that weird for you? Anybody? Wait, question. Anybody else say sweep? And where are you from if you do? Like when when you vacuum the floor, you just say, "Oh, I got to sweep." Anybody? Maybe, maybe grandma. If she found no, I don't think she would know what to do. Yeah, I don't think she would find it, but I could see her eating it because she would like it. But my mom, oh, she doesn't like Reese's or anything or the peanut butter and chocolate together. She said it was too sweet. She tasted it, didn't hate it or anything, but she's like, ah, it's too sweet. Um, you do Sunkissed? Where are you from? Maryland. Maybe it's like East, Midwest to East Florida. Ah, it is. That's awesome. So out west, they will not know what you're talking about. If you're there's carpet, like, what do you mean sweep with a broom? They will be so confused. That's awesome. Yay! So why does that make me so happy? Oh, you are. Okay, but there if it's enough of people, there still obviously is going to be exceptions to the rule. But my point is it's more of like maybe an Eastern, Midwestern, Eastern type thing. You know what I'm saying? More of us from that way. Because I bet you nobody from the West says it. Anybody from the West that says it? I love that. Yay! other other people. That's awesome. Okay. Sarah, do you? Why was I thinking you would? Because there is what was it that I looked up? Somebody sent me a thing of the different states that say it, and Nova Scotia was on there. What was it? Hold on. And you pop. Nova Scotia's on there. Ohio, they have like a percentages, and most of Ohio says pop. Nova Scotia says pop. And it has like a thing where it compares like which states say pop versus soda. And me and you both are where we're at. We're both are pop. So I just thought maybe the sweep would be you too. That's weird. Okay. That's funny. I love that. I did too, Sunkest, until I moved to Colorado and said it. I didn't even realize that it was there was a difference until I moved out, been around other people. Then they're like, huh? And then that's what made me realize, like, oh, didn't even think twice about it before that. So now you know. I'm glad I taught you something. um, okay, yeah. I had a thing. Who is the person that sent it to me? Are they in there? I can't remember who sent it to me. Elvin might have. I gotta find it because it's really interesting. It breaks it all down. It's cool by state, and then it also has some Canada because it has Nova Scotia. Anyway, I love that. I'm glad I brought that up. I love wind downs because random stuff will come up and then we'll learn something. I like when we learn stuff on that. Most wind downs I do, I'll learn something like that. That's cool. Yay! Yeah. Well, you do, Sarah, you do have a lot of differences, but I just felt like maybe something like that you would be the same since the pop thing, but me and you both say pop. That's awesome. But yeah, like in Colorado, I mean, people would be like pop. I'm trying to think. I feel like it wasn't so straightforward where it was like all West versus like Midwest or East for pop soda. I feel like there's some surprising ones mixed in of what the majority of the states it was. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, I mean, there was a lot more from this side than that side with the pop versus soda, but there was some variety, which is like, wow, why does that happen? That like, I mean, I understand why it would happen, but it's just so cool to think of that. Because if you're around the same people, then oh, interesting, interesting. All right. Yeah, yeah, most of the West is soda, but there is some random states I feel, if I'm remembering right, that would have more that are pop, but for the majority, yeah, so yep, West soda and more East and Midwest is, pop. Um, huh, but I think that's another thing I didn't realize until I moved to Colorado. I didn't realize, like, pop that, like, people would think that was, weird saying pop. Until and they're like, "What? Pop? What?" Like, yeah. But hey, conspiracy. All right, guys, have a good night. September DJ NJ 105 sauce. That's funny. I was just thinking about that today, or maybe not today, the last couple days, because I was watching a video where somebody brought that up, where they're like, "No, it's sauce." Oh, two videos now. Couple I would say maybe last week somebody said they brought up the specific how it's not gravy, it's sauce, and I'm Italian. They say, this person was Italian. But then just watch a video. I think it was either last night or today. It was like a short where I don't know if these people were Italian, but they called it gravy. It's like, no, sauce all the way. I've never heard it called a gravy. The first time that I even heard anybody call it gravy was on uh was it Jersey Shore? Don't they call it gravy? I think it was a show. And I was like, wait, what? What is gravy? Like it was so confusing. Like gravy, that's sauce. Yeah. Definitely sauce all the way. What are you? Are you Italian? Oh, good night, cuff you. So what do you guys say? Sauce or gravy? And are you Italian? Is it more Italian say sauce? But no, I'm pretty sure if it was Jersey Shore, they were Italian that said it. Am I right? Am I remembering? Is that the show they say gravy or no? I love that show though. Um, like Vinny's Family or no? Maybe I'm remembering wrong. But yeah, sauce all the way. But put in the thing what you guys call it and if you're Italian or not. What about gnocchis? Gnocchis, but a lot of people will be like, no, oh, gnocchi or whatever. I was brought up gnocchis. That's how we say it, gnocchis. But a lot of people I've heard, like I said, will say gnocchi or gnocchi or something. What do you guys say? Gnocchi. It's like you have to go gnocchi because it's GN, gnocchi. Oh, I want some gnocchis. Uh, um, yeah, exactly. Gravy wouldn't be sauce. Also, let me clear that up. Of course, gravy is the stuff you put on like turkey or meat or something. I'm talking about two different things. Of course, we have a gravy, but gravy's not sauce. So gravy is totally different. It's like either brown or you get chicken gravy or that kind of gravy. I'm talking about like what you put on pasta. Some people call that what you put on pasta, some people call that gravy. Um, but no, which I didn't realize till I was an adult when I saw a show, and I think it was Jersey Shore. It's like, "What?" But yeah, some people call it that. So that's what I'm talking about. What do you call what you put on pasta? So Sunkist, obviously you call it you're like me, you call it sauce. Sarah, you're same, like mashed potatoes, yeah, gravy. Okay, so you're like me, you say sauce. I guess pizza sauce, but more where I heard it was in the context of they're talking about like putting it on like pasta. But I call it the pizza sauce too, but like the pasta sauce, okay. 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 So you're saying what you put on sauce, like marinara or tomato or sauce, or you call that gravy, what you put on the pasta? Okay. Maybe it's a UK, maybe it's a thing. Um, but has anybody watched Jersey Shore? Is that where I saw that at, or no? Was it somewhere else? Does Vinny's family call it gravy or no? Or maybe it was what's his name? God, hold on, I'm having a blank. Mike, the situation. Mike, he's Italian too. Is it him or does one of them call it sauce? Now that's gonna bother me. I'm just gonna try to think of what show I'm thinking of. So help me out. Does anybody know? I know. I thought so too. Like I said, I was in my 30s before because I think it was Jersey Shore, and I didn't watch Jersey Shore when it was live. I watched it after I moved home from Colorado. So I was in my 30s the first time I ever knew that some people called pasta sauce gravy. It really is a thing. Some people do. But, if that's what they grew up with and that's all they know, that's just what they call it. But I'm curious to see if, like, is it like, do more Italians call it that or not? I don't think so. But why do I think if it was Jersey Shore, it was Italians calling it, which is, I wouldn't think that it would be Italians, but maybe it doesn't really, it's not really like whether you're Italian or not. It's just something else that some people maybe from a certain area call it that or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I never did either, but whatever show, I gotta figure this out. Nobody's watched Jersey Shore and can remember if it's that. Help me out. I'm gonna look it up. I'll try to figure that one. That one I might be able to Google. Hold on, let me see. Jersey Shore. Let me see if I could Google like Jersey Shore colon saw. Hold on, let me see. Does Yes, I was right. Vinny from Jersey Shore has famously referred to pasta sauce as gravy. He even made a statement about the debate, saying, "Go to Italy and find me one person who calls red sauce gravy." This reflects the common regional distinction where Jersey Italians often call pasta sauce gravy, while New Yorkers on those Long Island typically call it sauce. Okay. Well, there's the answer to the question. Learned two things today. Look, that's crazy. I'm glad I looked it up. Oh, it's too small. Here. Yeah, that's what I just read. So it's a Jersey thing. That's what I was saying. It might not be an Italian thing. It might be more of where you're at. And I was right. It's not. It's not because he's Italian. It's because he's from Jersey or Jersey Italian, I should say. Italians from Jersey. Okay, so I guess it is Italian, but it's Jersey. And then New Yorkers and those on Long Island typically call it sauce. Okay. Huh. Oh, there he is saying it. I feel like I would probably get, I don't know if you copyright for, I mean, I don't even take a chance of having the whole video taken down or You never knew. But okay, yay! All right, guys. Oh, they'll say I was just about to ask. Swear, and I wish I would have said it like 5 minutes ago. I was gonna say, "Where's all same?" Because I think it was. I think I thought of you because I kept saying, "I'm gonna end it soon," but I feel like there was something else that made me think of you. Hold on, what were we talking about? That. Er, I feel like there was something else though that you came to my mind, and I was gonna say it, and then I got sidetracked and I didn't say it. Like I was gonna say, "Where's all same?" Okay, we were talking about sauce. We were talking about what else were we talking about? Pop or soda? Sweep? That's a good question. You're from Ohio. Do you call sweeping or do you call vacuuming sweeping? Like when you have to vacuum, you're like, oh, I got to sweep. Or no, I got to know. No, that wasn't the sauce thing I was saying. It was something else. I couldn't think. And it's not even the sweeping thing. I don't remember. I know one of it was me saying, oh, I got to go and not going, but there was something more that made me want to say, where's all saying? But you think I'm gonna remember right now? No. But what do you say? Yes! Yes, yes. Do you know that's not common out west? You'll get made fun of. I mean, not I mean, they'll not really, but they'll be like, "What are you talking about? Sweepings with the broom?" But we found out, like, it's not just Ohio because somebody from Maryland says sweep, from Florida, so I think it's, like, Midwest, East Coast, more the eastern side. That's funny. Oh my god. Alright. And then sauce. We were talking about gravy and sauce because I was like, I thought it was Jersey Shore where they called it gravy, it was so confusing because I never heard it called gravy, so I was asking people there, and we learned it's Jersey Italians call it gravy, but also UK calls it gravy. She said, like pasta sauce, they'll call gravy. So, well, not really. You can't say that because me and Austin are from Ohio and this Midwest, and we say sweep. A lot of everybody I know around here says sweep. So, not necessarily. Now, majority, I don't know. We'd have to get like a big sample and ask them, but I couldn't say for sure because I mean, maybe you're Midwest and you don't, but that doesn't mean for sure because we'd have to see what other people do, because you could be there. Obviously, there's going to be exceptions. Not everybody is going to say sweep in Ohio, but kind of if you go by like you'd have to take a large portion and see kind of majority of people and see if it fits. But we'll never be able to do that. But I could keep asking people and see where they're from and kind of keep track and see if most people are saying sweep or not. All right. No. Well, Sarah, I do when I'm talking like to somebody that's not from here, only because I learned, in Colorado. So sometimes if I catch myself, like especially if I'm on a live or you know what I'm saying, if I'm talking to you guys, especially, I used to like I'll think and if I catch myself, I'll say it. But that's the only time because I have to remember. And then I'm like, oh wait, they don't say it that way. So I'll say vacuuming. But no, naturally, no, sweep. Around here, I would say sweep. Um, Dude, when I touched this twice, this cord, twice it muted. That I don't understand. Can you hear me? It's like a touch. Dude, what is going on? I wonder if that's I think I caught it where you guys didn't see it, but I saw it was red and I caught it in time. Dude.